Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Tyler Mask. Welcome back to the Tyler Mask YouTube channel, and welcome to another update video I'm doing for you guys regarding my main YouTube channel, Tyler Quinn Williams. So I know a lot of you guys came over here from my previous channel. I post a lot of pro wrestling content over there. I don't need to re-explain myself, but my channel has been in pending deletion since July 31st. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of questions regarding that because I said in my initial video my channel will be deleted on August 7th. Obviously, it's a week later. It's August 14th, and my channel still stands. And I have some answers regarding all that stuff and what's going on with me and my future, content creation, all that good shit. I'm going to answer here right now. So first to start off, yes, it has been 2 weeks since I last uploaded a video on my YouTube channel. Well, I think it's been about a little bit over 2 weeks, but since I last been able to really access my YouTube channel. If you guys are not entirely informed, I was copyright striked several times by TV Asahi, and my channel's put in pending deletion, which means that it will be deleted on a certain amount of days. Originally, when I made my first video, the channel was going to be deleted on August the 7th, which was last Friday. And that has been put off. My account is temporarily on hold, and the reason why my account has not been deleted is because basically when you get copyright strikes, you are allowed to do this thing called sending a counter notification, which is basically a reply back to the person who copyright striked you saying, hey, I'm legally in the right, here is why, and basically that person has to send a response back to you, which would have to be a court order in order for the video and your channel to stay, basically dormant, and then you have to go to court, possibly get sued, all the bad shit you don't get involved in. Normally when I get copyright strikes, I don't tend to deal with that because number one, the possibility of you having to go to court. Number two, I'm like, whatever, it's just one strike, whatever. But my channel is literally at 3 strikes, and it will be deleted by that time if I don't do anything. So I'm like, I have to do this, even if that means I may get, a lawsuit filed against me. I still have to do this to save my channel. So I submitted 10, because I had 10 videos that were taken down. I submitted 10 copyright strike notifications to TV Asahi. I'll show you guys right here what's going on with that. When you first load up, it tells you the account termination is on hold. Your YouTube channel is being terminated soon. So they're actively saying that it's still going to be deleted. It's just not going to be deleted right now. Along with any associated channels, unless you are able to resolve your strikes. Of course, I sent the notifications in. During this period of strikes will not expire, and you will not be able to upload new videos. Your account termination is on hold, awaiting final review of a counter notification. Now, I find this one pretty interesting, that during this period, strikes will not expire. Because down here, I was striked back in May of 2020. And that expires on August 20th, which is next week. It expires next Friday. So this predates the strikes I received on July 31st. So I know this says the strike will not expire. None of them will expire. But my question is, does this strike technically expire because it was not part of the ones that got striked, or all these going to remain until the issue gets resolved? Because that would kind of suck if this strike is going to expire on the 20th and then I still have to fucking wait because the other ones. So hopefully by then the strike just expires and I could continue to upload and just have to be very, very careful not to get a third one in that period of time until it gets resolved. But that's just me being wishfully thinking. But as you guys can see, I do have 10 other strikes. Now here is the interesting part. So as I told you guys, I submitted 10 counter notifications. So I countered each video, my own explanation, such and such. Now, as you guys can see, it says right here, counter notification rejected, which means that we think it's possible you are misusing our counter notification process. If you're sure you have all the necessary rights to post the content, you may resubmit your request. So not TV Asahi, but YouTube itself basically deemed my counter notification not, I guess not plausible, but I don't understand. I thought they were all pretty, accurate in my explanation, but they denied all the 5 because I got 10 takedowns, but each of them 5 strikes. I mean, two of the strikes had 5 videos. So all of the strikes in this, all the takedowns in this one strike were rejected, which I thought was really coincidental that all of them got rejected. But I moved on to this one. And as you can see, only 1 was rejected, but 4 got approved. Now, the 4 that got approved say counter notification under final review, which says, someone responded to your counter notification. YouTube will review the response before we take final action on your request. Now, that means that TV Asahi, someone at TV Asahi obviously saw my counter notification and they responded in some way. Now, YouTube has to look over that response and see what it is. Apparently, when it says this, that means that it might not have been an accurate court order. So I guess YouTube is revising what they responded with. Obviously, it's in Japanese, so they might have to actually translate it. I feel like it's going to take a long time for this to actually come through. So I'm still awaiting that. Now, I had done my research online, and normally this process would take 7 to 10 business days. This is technically the 7th business day I've been waiting because this got sent to me on August 3rd. So that being said, I'm going to basically be waiting until Wednesday to see what happens. That I would think I would be waiting until Wednesday to see what happens. But I also went a little bit deeper online, and I've seen what people have been going through with this situation when it says counter notification under final review, because I never got this before up until this point. And I've seen many people online who said, I received this this message and it's been sitting like this for a week, several weeks, some even said several months. Like, some people were dealing with this for several months. They don't get a notification. They don't get an email regarding it. They basically have to go to the YouTube channel and check to see if this is still there or not, which I think is completely inept and stupid for this to be the case. Like, I'm the one who is submitting my counter notification to TV Asahi. Shouldn't you tell me if I'm good or what? Like, apparently these people don't get anything and they have to just come back and wait. So I'm basically in a process of waiting right now, which I find really funny because, as you guys can see, 2 of the things they striked was a podcast. Yes, I know. They striked a podcast. Now, the podcast was in 2 separate videos. Part 1, Part 2. This is Part 1. How Evil Killed New Japan Pro Wrestling, Death of Pro Wrestling Podcast. Part 1 was rejected. Why was Part 1 rejected? I'll never know. But Part 2? Tetsuya Naito sacrifices push for Romu Takahashi, Death of Pro Wrestling Part 2? That was sent through. Like, that I don't get. Why was Part 1 rejected? Like, the only difference between Part 1 and Part 2 was that Part 2 actually had an intro, Part 1 didn't. So, I don't get that part. I don't get that part. Now, I might be under the impression that Part 1 was flagged by several other people for certain reasons, and that might be why it was rejected, but that's just me putting my tinfoil hat on. I don't get that. And then I scroll up and I'm like, why is it that this entire strike was rejected? Like, you mean to tell me there's not one basically response I made in this entire thing was able to get through? Like, so basically I'm going to resubmit counter notifications and just basically reword them and see what happens, because I firmly believe that all these videos revolve around fair use. And they should all be put back up, and I should not have any strikes. So I'm going to reword these later on tonight and see what happens and update you guys a little bit later on. But yeah, right now I'm currently just I'm not in prison. I'm not in a doghouse. I haven't been sent to the chair yet. My channel's been deleted, which would be the chair. I'm not in prison, where basically I'm still, basically off of YouTube forever. But I feel like I'm in jail, or I'm in holding, where I basically have not been tried yet. I've not been put on trial, but I have to sit here and wait to see what happens. So I'm actively able to make community posts, which I think is really funny, and I'm not complaining at all, because I can still use my channel in that sense. I can still make community posts on my YouTube channel, but I'm not able to upload videos, and I'm not able to live stream. So for that reason, the last video on my channel right now is my Impact Wrestling review, which I think is hilarious. That an Impact Wrestling review is the last video on my channel. But yeah, that's going on with me right now. As far as what I've been up to, nothing really. I've been looking up other content on YouTube, listening to a lot of podcasts. I haven't told you guys this, but earlier in July, probably even June, I was thinking about taking a month off from YouTube. And the month off I was going to take off from YouTube was in August. So this actually was just pure coincidence that I was copyright basically striked and was basically taken off of YouTube as soon as August started. So I found that actually really funny. Not funny, but coincidental that happened. So I figured, okay, if I was supposed to actually take some time off, why not just take some time off? So I haven't been doing any content whatsoever. I mean, I've done like one podcast on Paul Bean. Some of you guys listen to it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and listening to it. I mean, just say podcasting. I'm just not really passionate about podcasting like that. It's cool to listen to and it's cool to talk. I guess maybe if I did it with other people, it might be more fun. But I like doing things in real time. I like talking about things right then and now. That's why I like doing YouTube so much. Something happens, I can do a video later that night. Like, I don't like waiting a whole week to talk about things, which is why podcasting is something I'm just like, eh. So that's not me saying I'll never do an episode of Chill Pill Revived again, but I'm not in a hurry to do episode 2 right now. I may get it out maybe sometime this weekend, if not next week, but if not, yeah. Other than that, I've been trying to get back into playing video games. I hear Ghost of Tsushima is really good, so I just bought that, and I'm about to get into it this weekend. I'm really excited about that. Yeah, that's basically all I've been up to these past 2 weeks, and it's kind of it as far as the update goes. I'm just in looming pending deletion. There is still that chance they could just say, hey, well, we're going to sue you, and my channel gets deleted anyway. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm going to get my channel back. Right now, it's just a matter of when will that happen, because as the days and weeks go on that nothing is happening, I'm still not able to post on that channel. That is viewership I'm losing. That is monetization I'm losing. That's possible subscribers I'm losing. So I'm basically in a very rough spot as far as that goes with content on that channel, and I'm very full where I can post content here. But like I said, I plan to do a mini vacation from YouTube in August anyway, so I'm taking that time just to not post a lot of content then. So all I've been doing was the one podcast and then this update video. That's all I've done. But aside from that, that's all I want to say. Thank you guys for sticking around for the ride. I know you guys, a lot of you have come over and you're showing your support and all that kind of stuff, and I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are so awesome. And yeah, I love you guys always, and I will see you all in my next update video. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Peace out, guys.